When I change a home for the homeowners, it's fantastic.
We're gonna love it.
Why?
They put their faith in me as a
On Love It or List It, Hilary Farr transformed houses into havens, but her heart was carrying a pain she never designed. A private tragedy followed her, hidden behind her fame and success. It was a story of strength and heartbreak, one that revealed the woman behind the star and left the world stunned. Join us as we unveil her life tragedy. From heartbreak to hope. Before becoming well-known on TV, Hilary Farr went through a personal tragedy that greatly impacted her life. Shortly before appearing as the host of Love It or List It, she ended a 26-year marriage with Gordon Farr. The separation was difficult and not amicable. Hilary has kept the details private, but has mentioned that it was a painful and bitter breakup. Her marriage falling apart could have made her feel defeated, but Hilary decided to take a different route. Instead of letting the sadness overwhelm her, she channeled all her emotions from the heartbreak into something new. When she had the chance to audition for Love It or List It, she put all her effort and determination into it. The strength she showed, fueled by anger and pain, caught the attention of producers. She landed the role and eventually became a popular figure on HGTV. What started as a low point in her personal life turned into the beginning of a successful career that lasted almost 20 years.
family. Sometimes they think we're married, but you can tell, obviously.
Clearly, no.
That would never work.
No. The only
However, while Hilary was succeeding on screen, she faced a new difficulty in life, one more serious than her divorce struggles. During a routine mammogram in 2012, a lump was discovered in her breast. Doctors acted swiftly, and Hilary had a lumpectomy. Fortunately, the tests indicated that it was precancerous, bringing her a sense of relief. Though scary, she thought the worst was over. Unfortunately, her period of peace did not continue for very long. After 2 years, a subsequent mammogram showed a more serious issue: invasive breast cancer. It was heartbreaking news, but Hilary confronted it bravely. She underwent another procedure to remove the cancerous growth, and her cancer specialist reassured her that there was no reason to worry. Feeling secure, Hilary attempted to resume her normal routine and job. However, fate had a different plan. Hilary unexpectedly found out that her previous treatment was not sufficient. The doctor had neglected to prescribe radiation therapy to prevent the cancer from coming back. This realization made her feel shocked and enraged. The thought that her life was in danger due to an oversight was overwhelming. She later acknowledged that she could have passed away because of this error. Despite her anger, she managed to muster the courage to prioritize her health. She proceeded with the treatment that she should have gotten earlier and persisted in her battle against the disease. The fight was not finished, as in late 2015, another lump was discovered, which was once again precancerous. Each new diagnosis brought fear, but Hilary did not allow it to weaken her. She continued to move forward, relying on her strength and the encouragement of those close to her. With each treatment, she gradually reached a point where she could announce she was in remission. It was a challenging journey, but one that she faced with courage. During all the difficult times, Hilary had the support of her co-star from Love It or List It, David Visentin. Their successful on-screen partnership had fans, but their friendship off-screen was just as important. David was there for Hilary when she wanted someone to lean on. She appreciated having someone who could empathize with her and be by her side during tough times. Hilary had a difficult journey filled with challenges, sadness, and almost losing hope. But she also showed strength and achieved success. After going through a painful divorce, she found success in her career that resonated with many people. Despite facing the scary experience of breast cancer, she survived and showed incredible strength. Her experience teaches us that overcoming life's toughest obstacles can sometimes result in unexpected achievements. Hilary's story is touching because of her humanity, not just her fame or career. She dealt with heartbreak, health issues, and disappointment from doctors, but she persevered. Her strength is inspiring for anyone going through tough times. Hilary Farr's life shows that difficult times can be turned into fresh starts. A journey through fear, mistakes, and strength. In 2021, Hilary Farr decided to openly discuss something she had been dealing with privately for almost 10 years. She disclosed that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer in 2012 but had kept it to herself until she was prepared to talk about it. It all started with a routine checkup in which she had a regular mammogram, thinking nothing of it. However, that appointment turned out to be the beginning of a difficult and emotional fight. The doctors found a tumor which initially did not seem serious. However, after performing tests, they informed her that it was precancerous. Surgery was done to remove it, giving Hilary a sense of relief that she had avoided a major problem. She believed she had conquered the danger, but she was mistaken. Only 2 years after the first incident in 2014, Hilary's life was rocked yet again. A new tumor was discovered, and this time it was serious. The cancer had already started to spread, and the news shocked Hilary. She did not have any family history of the disease, and there were no warning signs of a recurrence. The doctor's words were hard to hear, and fear weighed heavily on her. Despite this, she did not think twice. She decided to undergo another surgery, showing her resolve to keep fighting. After the operation, she was informed that everything was okay. She thought she had passed another scary exam. The cancer specialist gave her the all-clear, and Hilary attempted to relax once more. However, just 1 year later, in 2015, a follow-up mammogram showed a third tumor. Luckily, this tumor was similar to her initial one, precancerous. She had another surgery and was later declared cancer-free. After that, her health appeared to stay stable. Reflecting on her past, it might seem like her path was easy, with problems neatly solved one after the other. However, this view does not capture the true complexity of her journey. The reality was much more difficult, with errors, fear, and hard lessons along the way. One of the scariest moments occurred following her surgery in 2014 to remove a cancerous tumor. She had complete trust in her medical team at the time and thought they had done everything wanted. However, it turns out there was a mistake. Her oncologist did not inform her about the importance of radiation therapy after the surgery. According to medical advice, radiation is usually recommended after surgery to remove a cancerous tumor to reduce the chances of the cancer coming back. However, there are exceptions where radiation might not be wanted, such as for patients with weak immune systems, elderly patients, or when doctors are confident all cancer has been removed. Despite not fitting into any of these categories, Hilary's doctor did not suggest radiation for her treatment. Months after, the hospital called Hilary to find out why she missed her radiation therapy appointments. This call destroyed the peace she had been trying to maintain. She then became aware of the danger she was in. She was falling behind and in danger due to one simple mistake she made. The findings shocked her. She felt let down and angry that someone did not take her life seriously. Knowing that she could have passed away due to carelessness made her mad. This prompted her to take action. She reported the doctor who let her down. Shortly after, that doctor retired. However, the incident stayed in her mind, reminding her of how things could have turned out differently. When Hilary thought about what happened later, she confessed that she had also made some errors. She had put too much faith in others without questioning them. She had taken her doctor's words without asking for more information or exploring other choices. She understood that she had surrendered too much power. That moment of thinking made a difference for her. She realized that fear had stopped her from moving forward. The fear of hearing more negative things, the fear of dealing with more than she thought she could handle, had made her quiet when she wanted to speak up. She discovered that fear only gets worse when it's kept hidden. When confronted head-on, it becomes something that can be controlled, something that provides strength instead of taking it away. Hilary felt more powerful after understanding this. She now knows that patients should always be actively involved, ask questions, and participate in decisions. Giving up complete control is too risky. Confronting fear, she realized, is the initial step to surviving. Her experience showed her the significance of having support from others. Initially, Hilary tried to handle her challenges alone without sharing them with many people. She kept her struggles to herself, even hiding them from her colleagues on set. During the days when she was undergoing radiation treatment and recovering, she found it difficult to maintain her usual level of energy. As a result, she sometimes became irritable and distant at work due to exhaustion and pain. Her colleagues observed her behavior changing and were confused by her mood swings, but they did not know why. Hilary later confessed that keeping the secret made things more difficult for her. It caused a rift when she wanted connection and led to feelings of isolation when she craved comfort. She realized that dealing with such an illness alone only makes the pain worse. Sharing the truth, she learned, doesn't make someone less strong. It allows for help, love, and empathy. Friends and family can provide support that shouldn't be rejected during tough times. Hiding feelings and dealing with problems alone just makes things harder. Hilary's experience with cancer wasn't just about medical procedures. It was also about finding her inner strength despite making mistakes and feeling afraid. She learned that trust should be combined with asking questions, that it's important to speak up rather than stay silent, and that facing fears directly is necessary. Her story has a strong impact, revealing that even a person who is loved on TV and seems confident can face hidden struggles. Despite her smile and success, she has both physical and emotional scars. However, she managed to overcome these challenges and learned valuable lessons that went beyond her experience. She was brave because she did not pretend to be okay, but instead admitted when she wasn't. She was strong because she did not hide the truth but eventually shared it. Her insight came from understanding the importance of taking control of her health, rather than blindly following all of her doctor's advice. Currently, Hilary Farr is in good health, but she often thinks about her difficult past. Each surgery, error, and worry-filled night has influenced her. Her experiences show that life can change unexpectedly. Trust should be mixed with caution, and keeping quiet can be just as burdensome as the illness. Hilary's story is more than just surviving. It's about personal growth, change, and finding strength through difficult times. Despite facing moments where she could have lost everything due to mistakes, she learned from them, and they still help her make decisions today. Throughout Hilary's experience, she demonstrated that resilience does not mean never facing difficulty, but rather getting back up each time life brings challenges. Her battle with breast cancer involved suffering, fear, and frustration, but also courage, self-awareness, and valuable lessons learned. A brave goodbye to Love It or List It. Hilary Farr became well known to many people for her role on the popular show Love It or List It for many years. Her keen eye for design, witty personality, and likable charm made her memorable to fans. She was viewed as a strong and confident individual, always up for a challenge. Despite her public image, behind the scenes, she was quietly battling a serious illness that was kept hidden from the public eye. Similar to other celebrities who choose to keep their personal struggles private, Hilary kept her frightening cancer diagnosis a secret while continuing to appear on television with her usual energy and grace. While working on Love It or List It, Hilary underwent treatment and endured challenging days that put her strength to the test in ways that were not visible to others. While in front of the camera, she appeared cheerful, creative, and motivational to homeowners. Behind the scenes, she was dealing with one of the most difficult periods of her life. She had her co-star, David Vicentine, supporting her through it all, and his encouragement was highly valued during those tough times. Despite the support, her health battle led her to think deeply about her life, her decisions, and what was truly important to her. Hilary talked about how the experience changed her outlook. She learned to appreciate the joy in everyday life. She understood that life is too valuable to waste on things that don't bring excitement or challenge. This realization led her to a decision that may have surprised her fans but felt right to her. She decided to leave Love It or List It. Many people may think that leaving a successful show after many years is a sad or tragic decision, but for Hilary it wasn't admitting defeat. She felt empowered by her choice. She realized that the show had become too routine for her. What used to be exciting now felt dull. She wanted to feel challenged and discover new things every day. Hilary believed that life should be lived with energy and curiosity. When that excitement fades, it's time to seek out something new. Hilary wasn't leaving the show or her colleagues behind. She valued her friendship with David and believed their connection would endure despite her decision to leave. Their close working relationship had developed into a deep bond that extended beyond their TV roles, and she was confident their friendship would continue to thrive. Fans may have been sad to learn that she would no longer be in new episodes, but Hilary herself was at peace with the decision. She had dedicated herself to the show and now felt ready to reclaim her time, energy, and happiness. She was even looking forward to watching the program as a fan instead of a star. Leaving the show did not mean she was closing the door with regret. Instead, it was a positive move towards a new chapter in her life, where she could make new memories and continue pursuing the passion that drove her. She spoke kindly when expressing her thoughts, She hoped everyone in the show would keep finding success and happiness. She showed appreciation for her time on the show, but also believed there were more exciting experiences ahead in life. She was eager to face these new adventures with the same level of determination she always had. Hilary's story shows us that sometimes moving on is not about losing something, but about personal development. She has shown her followers that bravery involves more than just overcoming hardships. It also involves understanding when to let go of the familiar to make room for new opportunities. Her journey is inspiring and reassuring, demonstrating that it is always possible to find happiness, face challenges, and live with intention. Her leaving Love It or List It signaled the end of a chapter, but also the start of a new one. From stage lights to design dreams, Hilary Farr has always been driven by creativity, passion, and determination. Her journey started in Los Angeles, where she first entered the design and entertainment industry. She kicked off her career by buying and fixing up homes, a hobby that would become her calling. Concurrently, she also worked as a set designer for films and TV shows, mastering the art of transforming spaces with beauty and creativity. Not only did she design real homes, but she also brought fictional worlds to life on screen, showcasing her talent for blending practicality with artistry. Her passion for performing led her to pursue acting as well. Using the name Hilary Labo, she took on various roles that allowed her to have memorable moments on screen. She appeared in movies like Layout for 5 Models in 1972 and Sex Farm in 1973. Additionally, she was featured in the British comedy series Never Mind the Quality, Feel the Width in 1973, which contributed to her growing list of acting experiences. In 1975, she had roles in Legend of the Werewolf and the now famous The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Later on, she was seen in City on Fire in 1979 and The Return in 1980. Each role, even if small, helped enhance her career and showcased her ability to excel in various creative fields. Her skills went beyond acting. In 1973, she also sang in the London stage show of Grease. This demonstrated her refusal to stick to just one type of performance. She dabbled in film, stage, and television with equal passion and determination. In the early 1980s, she expanded her repertoire by appearing in television sitcoms as well. But even though she found joy in acting, her real passion was always design. Hilary dedicated herself to revamping homes all over the world. She traveled to various places like Australia, the UK, California, New York, and eventually Toronto for her projects. Each location provided her with a new opportunity to exhibit her attention to detail and her talent for creating beautiful living spaces. Her reputation flourished as she took on impressive endeavors, including designing for famous personalities. A few of her clients included actress Jenna Elfman and singer Jennifer Hudson, whose residences were transformed by her distinctive style and expertise. These projects demonstrated her skill in combining sophistication with comfort, resulting in homes that were not only breathtaking, but also cozy and inviting. After going through a divorce, Hilary came back to Toronto in 2008. This was a significant moment in her life, both personally and professionally. In that same year, she got a job as a co-host for the TV show Love It or List It, which was made by W Network, Big Coat Productions, and Chorus Entertainment. Working alongside David Vicenton, she displayed her design abilities on screen, captivating audiences with her charm, creativity, and determination. The show not only became popular in Canada, but also internationally, being shown on HGTV and W Network, and even in Spain with 2 language tracks. Thanks to the show, many people got to see her talent and her friendly yet strong personality. Hilary continued her journey by becoming a judge on W Network's Search for the Next W Expert in 2010, where she shared her knowledge with aspiring designers. In the following year, she made guest appearances at the Canadian International Interior Design Show in cities like Toronto, Edmonton, and Vancouver to inspire audiences with her ideas and passion for design. Hilary also appeared as a guest on The Marilyn Denis Show and started writing for the Huffington Post, sharing her thoughts and expertise on design and lifestyle. In June 2014, she became more influential when she teamed up with journalist Amy Tara Koch at the Art Van Furniture Convention in Illinois. Her participation in these events showed how highly regarded she was in the design industry, not just as a TV personality, but also as a seasoned professional with real-world experience. In 2016, Hilary displayed her range yet again by making a comeback to the stage. She performed in Ross Petty's show Sleeping Beauty at the Elgin Theatre in Toronto, taking on the character of Maleficent. Even though most people are familiar with the character as Maleficent, in this version she had a different name. Despite that, Hilary infused her charisma and energy into the role, demonstrating once more that her artistic abilities were not confined to one area. In 2017, Hilary continued her successful career by co-founding Rules of Renovation, a series of real estate investment seminars held across North America. These seminars were created for aspiring investors looking to learn the necessary skills for success in property renovation. Through this program, Hilary was able to pass on her years of experience to help others succeed in the real estate and design industry. From her start in Los Angeles to her famous part on TV around the world, Hilary Farr's career has been defined by taking risks and making brave decisions. Hilary Farr's pet journey and love. Hilary Farr's world shows a special connection to animals. She deeply loves animals and has always seen them as more than just pets. Her pets were like family to her, providing unconditional love and comfort through both good times and bad. One small dog named Mimi was very close to Hilary. People who have followed Hilary's career for a long time will remember Mimi. Mimi was always by Hilary's side. Their connection was unique, strong, and filled with love that anyone could feel. They were always together. Unfortunately, in November 2020, Hilary announced to the world that Mimi had passed away, which broke her heart. The loss of Mimi was not sudden, as she had been struggling with declining health for a while. Hilary worried many nights about whether Mimi would make it through. Each time Mimi recovered, it filled Hilary with hope that love could overcome time and keep Mimi safe. Hilary put her all into caring for Mimi, giving her massages and tending to her with care to try to protect her from getting worse. It seemed like she was defying fate for a while. Time can be cruel when it comes to the people we care about the most. Eventually, Mimi was suffering too much, and Hilary had to make a difficult decision. She had to choose to have Mimi euthanized, a choice that broke her heart but was made out of love. After that day, everything changed for Hilary. She was open about her inconsolable sadness and felt overwhelmed by grief. She couldn't stop crying, and everywhere she looked in her home, she was reminded of Mimi's absence. Whether she was in Raleigh or Philadelphia, Mimi's presence seemed to linger, but she was no longer there. Hilary felt a deep sense of loneliness that she had never experienced before. Despite feeling the pain, Hilary carried on with her life. She decided to keep her heart open even though she was devastated. Eventually, she welcomed a cat named Puff, and later a dog named Suki, into her home. It was not about replacing Mimi, because Mimi was irreplaceable. It was about continuing to show love and care by giving new pets the same amount of attention that she had given to Mimi. However, destiny had more challenges in store for Hilary. Shortly after bringing Suki into her home, another tragedy occurred. Suki had barely settled into her new life when health issues emerged suddenly. This pup, who had already faced difficulties, started getting worse just a few days after being adopted. Suki's story was difficult right from the beginning. She was left alone in Amritsar, India, with no one to take care of her. A rescue sanctuary found her and brought her to Canada, where Hilary adopted her. However, soon after arriving, Suki's once happy demeanor faded. She stopped wagging her tail and greeting Hilary warmly. Instead, she stayed curled up in her bed, appearing tired and frail, giving Hilary a pleading look. She refused to eat or drink, and her body looked like it had given up. Hilary hurried to take her new pet to the vet clinic she trusted, where they had previously saved another pet's life. Still grieving over the loss of Mimi, she entrusted her new furry friend to the veterinarians. Hilary considers her pets as more than just animals. They are like her children, close companions, and a part of her soul. The thought of another potential loss right after losing Mimi felt too difficult to bear. However, love and medicine collaborated successfully to save Suki this time. The veterinarians found out that she had a tick-related infection. Through proper treatment and medication, her health started to get better. Only 2 days later, Hilary happily informed her followers that Suki was on the path to recovery. The feelings of relief took over the feelings of despair, and hope returned to Hilary's heart. Now, Suki is doing well and frequently makes appearances on Hilary's social media. She serves as a happy reminder that even in the toughest times, there is a chance for a brighter future. Throughout everything, Hilary has demonstrated the extent of her kindness. Her connection with animals has never been about owning them. It's always been about treating them like family, showing loyalty, and giving love without expecting anything in return. She has been open about her sorrow, but she has also proven that healing can come from allowing oneself to love again, despite the possibility of getting hurt. Her honesty and resilience were not random qualities. She inherited them from her family, particularly her father. Hilary posted a photo from her wedding day with her dad, who was both her biggest fan and toughest critic. He was brutally honest, even if it was painful, because he cared for her. He was her friend, protector, and motivation to improve. His father taught him an important lesson: treat others the way you want to be treated, and always be kind and fair. He believed that holding on to this truth would give you strength and courage to face any challenges. Hilary took this to heart and built her career on honesty, never shying away from speaking the truth. His philosophy became hers, influencing not just her work but also her relationships and lifestyle. Hilary welcomed tough love instead of resenting it. She believed that being honest was a way of showing care, not cruelty. She used this strength to create her success and carry herself with resilience and grace. Hilary Farr's story is more than just about being famous or successful on television. It is about a woman who has experienced deep connections, intense sorrows, and joyful healing. From the comfort of her dog Mimi to the devastation of losing loved ones, from her pet Suki falling ill to getting better, from the teachings of her father to the resilience she displays now, Hilary's life is filled with love and bravery. She has proven to everyone that even in times of sadness, love can still exist. Being honest is valuable, and the heart can heal and love again even after it has been broken. Her story serves as a reminder that our strength doesn't come from avoiding pain, but in how we handle and overcome it. What do you think about Hilary Farr? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more celebrity gist. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.